Hi, and welcome to the Raw, Real, and Rebelicious podcast. My name is Michelle Rebel Coops, and as a personal branding coach, I guide and mentor high-achieving professionals and entrepreneurs to liberate themselves from the invisible shackles that keep them from expressing themselves authentically and unapologetically in work, life, and even love. I believe we can all become our own powerhouse and become true leaders of our lives. So let's explore how you can become who you're meant to be. A free, radiant, joyful, and juicy creature of love who takes charge like a true leader does. Have you ever asked yourself the question, who am I? Who am I to educate these people? Who am I to make claims, the claims that I do? Who am I to stand for this subject, for example? Who am I to show myself, to expose myself? Who am I to be that educator, that inspirator, the connector? What makes me so special, and can I even do that? Do I have a right to do this? Do I have a right to be that person? Have I earned that? Am I ready to do this? And usually that question kind of reveals the limiting beliefs that we have about ourselves. And believe me, I'm not just saying that because I see it in my clients. I'm saying that because I know that I have those limiting beliefs myself as well. And I know that they have stopped me in the past, big time. I remember years ago when I was still a copywriter that I loved it. I loved being the copywriter who was able to hide behind my laptop. I felt very safe because I felt that, who am I to take that place? Who am I to share my message? And a friend of mine, when she asked me at some point, we were talking about media, for example, and what's important when you talk to the press? And I said something like, I'd never have the courage to do that. I mean, no way. Who am I to say that or to take that place? And she looked at me, and I remember that we were in front of a traffic light in Rotterdam. And she looked at me and she said, well, no offense, Michelle, but who are you not? And that was a moment I really never forgot. And actually, there have been other people asking me the same question. And this is the reason I'd like to actually forward this message to you as well. Because I just had a talk to a very lovely soul, and he was basically asking the same question, like, who am I? And what I saw was a lot of self-doubt, thinking that he's not ready, thinking that he's not the right person, thinking that basically when you're exposing yourself, when you're sharing your message, that it's about you. That's what I did. I made it all about me at that point. Whereas actually, it's never been about me. And still nowadays, this podcast, for example, even though you hear my voice, it is not about me at all. And I do have a tendency to want it to be perfect sometimes. And knowing that I have that need for perfection, I kind of force myself to record a podcast all at once without any editing. Because that way I stay in flow, and that way I stop thinking about, what needs to be better. I just full on focus on serving. Knowing that I am only the vessel, and that right now, apparently this is my message, and this is the message that I get to share. So that is something that other people had to make me aware of, because, oh my God, the self-doubt that I had. I remember a couple of years ago that I was completely freezing up. So I had to deliver a short presentation to my mentor, and he is one of the world's best speakers. And usually I present in front of his coaches, his team. Now I was in front of him himself, and oh, fucking hell, I just froze up. I got so fucking scared that my nerves were really taking over. My whole nervous system, that monkey brain, was taking over, because I felt that, if I fail now, then he's not going to like me or whatever. I will have failed, and I will not have made the best of this training week. It was a 7-day training that I was at, and I felt like if I would fail, I would have wasted my time. And so I made it all about me in that moment. And that's when he asked me, is it about you? You're making it all about you at this moment. He actually made a joke and said, you know what? Even if you would get undressed and right here, right now, get naked, do it. Do whatever you want to do. Just, have fun with it. And he snapped me out of that moment. So that was really brilliant, making a joke. It was a brilliant pattern interrupt. But it did get me thinking, like, hey, I'm making it about me again. I'm making it about my insecurity. I'm making it about me not wanting to waste my time. I'm making it about me needing to be validated, needing to be seen. And that was such a huge insight. That usually when we feel a level of insecurity or self-doubt, when we're doubting ourselves, when we're questioning ourselves, usually that is because we're making it about us, and because we want to be seen, and we need to be perfect, and we don't want to fail. We don't want to be rejected. We don't want to be judged, because, oh my God, my ego, it fucking hurts when people don't like me. You see, it's all ego. It's all fear-based. But actually, that way we're stopping ourselves from serving. If we make it about us and our own insecurities and our own, I shouldn't be the one to make myself visible, because, I might be judged. And you're fully making it about you, and instead of the people that you can serve. I mean, just imagine that your life up to now it might not even have been easy. Maybe you've been through a lot of challenges. Right now, maybe you're asking, well, who the fuck is waiting for my story? Who wants to hear about my misery? And it could very well be that there are people who are waiting for your misery and how you have, conquered this. How you have been able to, outgrow that or transform that into power, personal power. And that is why those people, they need to hear that, even if it's just one person that you can reach with that message, that's already worth it. And I can imagine that there are even a lot more people out there. And that's a powerful gift that you can give. That's something really, really powerful. And it doesn't really matter what means you're using. Generally, the people that have gifts, their tangible gift, it's only a vessel. It's only a means to really, share a message. For me right now, that means of transportation is my words and the podcast, That is a way to give you this gift. And sometimes I do that through one of my products. That's another gift. But it's never about me. It's not about me. I don't need you to listen to me per se. It's not about that. It's the message that might help you at some point. And it might make you realize, hey, I am personally stopping myself. I'm self-sabotaging because I believe that I'm not ready, because I'm doubting myself and I'm wasting a lot of time this way. Now, I also believe that, of course, that self-doubt is a beautiful invitation to look at yourself and to see how you can expand and how you can fully accept yourself and all the flaws and all the shortcomings. Because self-doubt is usually because we're rejecting a part of ourselves. We're rejecting the fact that we're not perfect, and all those shadow sides and flaws, they're making us doubt ourselves instead of accepting ourselves for who we are. So self-doubt can also be an entrance. It can be an entrance to look at yourself and to stop fucking about, to stop being so strict on yourself, that you're perfect. Also with these moments of self-doubt, because you're human. But then snap out of it. Change your state. Change your state, and step out of the fear, the contraction, the monkey brain, the nervous system that is making you believe all these bullshit thoughts, and step into expansion, which means that you allow your heart to take over. Because when we really want to make magic in this world, and we have all these gifts that are here to serve people, these gifts are not here for us. It's not that you have your talents just for yourself. No, you have your message and your talents for other people to benefit from that as well. You are doing your part in this society so that others can benefit from that, because that way we all have our place. And that is how together we can create a community. By truly embracing that and knowing that, this is just what we have to do here. Wow, that's so freaking powerful. Anyway, I hope that helps. And I hope that you will, when you do that, when you step into that heart space, because that's what it's about, that heart space where we can give ourselves freely. Not freely as in no money. If you have a gift, there's nothing wrong with making money. Let's be clear about that. But you give all of yourself. When you step into that heart space and you really feel and nurture that love that you have for the world and how you want to help people, that's the fire from within. That is the true fire that will definitely burn away all that self-doubt. Yeah. So I would always recommend that you change your state and you step out of those fears. As soon as you notice that you're freezing up, or you notice that you notice resistance, or maybe that you just want to hide. If you notice that within yourself and you're noticing the sensations in your body when you have that kind of stress reaction, I invite you to find ways to actually go back into your heart center. So that could be just go out for a walk in nature, outside. Maybe cuddle with someone, make sure that you get a hug. Or dance, for example. Something to open up your heart space. Because that's how we serve, by changing our state, by managing our states, by being leaders. And making sure that we are leading ourselves in the best way, so that way we can lead others as well. All right. Wishing you a wonderful day. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you're hungry for more, please check out my Brand Rebel app in the App Store or the Play Store. Just simply type in Be a Brand Rebel and you will find it instantly. It's free and it's fun. For now, have a magical day. Stay raw, stay real, and stay rebelicious.